This is simply because comparison has been allowed into one's heart. Now, comparison and competition can have similarities. They can have similarities, right? And I also want to continue to break down comparisons, and just to make this right. Comparisons are not all wrong, because to compare can be the act of judgment, and judgment is not wrong. Judgment is synonymous to the word discern. To be one who is discerning is to be one who is wise. So to compare, you go to a shop and you see two brands. There's one that's a name brand, and there's the other that's just a simple quality brand. The name brand, of course, is a lot more expensive. However, the other brand has more quality, is better quality, and it's put up for a lesser price. You analyzing the difference between these two items is simply comparing. That in itself is not wrong, because you want to save the most that you can save. You want to be wise with the money that you've been given, with the money that you've earned. Now, comparison, when it regards to the topic that we are speaking about, is when you as an individual compare yourself to another. And this type of comparison that I speak on, when it comes down to judging another, leads to something. And it can lead one to become jealous, lead one to be pride, lead one to be envious. When I speak on comparison, this is the negative spectrum of comparison. The comparison I speak on has polarities or polar points. The good and the bad. The good and the bad. Light and dark. So the negative side of comparison, this is where insecurity comes in. And to be straightforward about insecurity, is written in the word, insecure. So that means this is the opposite of being secure. There's a lack of stability. And insecurity is nothing but having a lack of stability in your self-worth. Within your confidence, within your soul, there's a lack of steadfastness. There's a shakiness. There's a mutable energy as relate. I don't think mutable is the best term for it. However, there's a shaky. place when it comes down to insecurity. And this is what judgment, backed by comparison of yourself to another, can lead to. You see that this person has this. You don't have that. So because you don't have that, you get jealous. You get jealous. And if this goes even deeper, you begin to envy the person. Envy the person. These are not good places to be. They're not good places at all. It's a dangerous place. Dangerous place. It's important to refrain from wanting to compare yourselves with others. And if you can, or if you have a healthy relationship with competition, you could begin to start looking within yourself to see what you could be comparing yourself to. Because you were made to be you, not the other person. Now, people can, to a certain degree, it could be used as models. It could be used as pioneers. But even at that, you yourself can be a pioneer. Nonetheless, we do have people that are here that has set a path for us to follow. And that's okay. But what happens is when we compare ourselves with a negative connotation back in this comparison, we got in trouble. Because it gets weighty. It gets very weighty. Sometimes too much to handle. We don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. We want to be able to handle the weightiness. Now, as it relates to competition, competition can be good in some ways. But most people who are dealing their life's cards in a negative comparison, or in a way that they compare negatively, most likely they'll have a bad relationship with competition. And if you have a bad relationship with competition, it means you're not able to take losses, and in some cases take wins. There's a struggle. Because when one is one, there could be a difficulty in being humble and submitting to principle. Whereas the other side, there's a lack of submission, or pride begins to stand up, or one will feel like they would be weak by submitting.